It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Seattle Seahawks. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Move 15. Go 14.
I'm coming for you. You must.
Now Wilson on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Got it.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check three.
They run it with Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
315.
27. Check the outs.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Yo.
From the 31, Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ladies, I'll go special. Shift.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
That's track.
On second down, it's Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Watch the screen. Pass. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that's... Sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tonight, 180.
54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big play there by Gordon. 51 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run it here with Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the 22, gone. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards. It says the very next week it was about things like
that. He fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Go. Hey, easy. One left.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Easy work. It's easy work.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I hope you brought your lunches. I'm about to take you to school.
14, find it.
Check.
Now it's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Got it.
Out.
This is Carson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Wilson. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
36.
Alert.
57 to Mike.
One left.
Hey, defense. Short. Let's go.
Tempo.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Gun.
Mike's 57.
Go. Friday.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
We ain't giving up nothing.
Zoom. 57. Mike 57. Army.
Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Interception.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. A good gain there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check.
Here's Wilson to throw. Carrying it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hold on. Check.
It's going to be a long day.
After the interception, here's gone. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Like 20.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, gone.
Ready?
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Give me the ball.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
From the gun, here's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Badgley's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
14, got it.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
I'm here all day.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Let's go, let's bring it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
All day, every day, any day.
On second and 12, Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two help.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush. Shell. Orange. Turbo set.
A shotgun snap for goal. Caught by Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Out of the gun. Wrong. He's got the first down and more past midfield as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now gone. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone. That's complete. It's Gordon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, 5.
To the air again. Gone. Open man is Gordon. Complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
To throw is gone. Sets up the screen to Gordon. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now running right through it. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Oh, yeah!
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. We'll see. Here's Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on third down. Gone. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Check the backer, check the backer.
19. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Get it roll. West. Touch 50, touch 50. Right.
On first down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 2-yard line.
Waiting. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
49, check 49, check 49.
Here's Carson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Slam, slam. Run left.
57's a month. 64.
Weak.
Guys, it's game.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Lucky.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Let's go.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself, in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Nice hit, boy.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Front left, front left. Bravo. Deuce. Alert flare.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
0-0. 57's the mic. Good guys, 4 down. Arvin. 57's the mic.
Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You go tight. You got tight. Super one. Jester.
From the 31, Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Geez, in the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him down in space.
Gone. And Allen's got it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know you felt that one.
Cut! 20! 17! 17! 17! Bravo!
55,
Throwing again is gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago. But that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a give right side. Carson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
That was shot Penny. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm coming after you.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Kill.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. A win would be their first of the young season. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 32 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2.
There we go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They're giving up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 57's the mark.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Uchenna Nwosu. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stay on top quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. They come out here in the eye. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for our visitors, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.